Welcome to Books in Sum, your go-to for bite-sized book summaries.
Unrequited by Lisa Phillips. This book discusses the science of romantic obsession, which is the pursuit of unrequited love by people who are deeply in love with someone they are not in love with. It explains why this is an acceptable pursuit for men, but not for women, and why it is considered shameful for a woman to be undesired by the man she loves. It also explains why lovesickness can make people a better artist, how being in love is a bit like snorting cocaine, and whether men and women really differ when it comes to romantic obsession. Finally, it explains why society is more comfortable with women being the object of desire, and, therefore, pursued, while leaving the pursuing to men. Romantic obsession can be viewed as a mental illness, but it can also guide us toward our ultimate goals. Throughout history, noblemen have been diagnosed with lovesickness, also known as amor heroes, or heroic love. In the 13th century, women began to show the same symptoms, and the condition became a shameful sign of weakness or moral depravity. A modern diagnosis was coined by Dorothy Tenove in 1979, called limerence, which describes a state in which the patient is completely dependent on the other person, perpetually craving their affection. Helen Fisher found that love activates the same neural reward centers as cocaine, making you feel euphoric and energized. William Q. Patch and Brian Spitzberg's goal-linking theory suggests that when we pursue a lower-order goal, like winning the affection of another, we do so because it will help us attain a higher-order goal. This theory is supported by the fact that when men and women fall in love, they experience identical neurochemical and hormonal changes, with one exception, testosterone. This hormone, associated with sex drive and aggression, goes up in women while it drops in men, making them just as determined as men to pursue their love interest. Romantic obsession and the pursuit it provokes are the results of our natural desire to bond with a mate to produce offspring, but traumatic childhood experiences can also set the stage for adult romantic obsessions. Unrequited love can lead to a descent into a fog of madness that obscures the line between courtship and stalking. Romantic obsessions can make people so self-centered that they fail to see how damaging and intrusive their behavior becomes. For example, a woman who has been rejected by her beloved may cease to even see the other person as she becomes completely consumed by her own romantic delusions and desires. This obsession eventually becomes painful as the woman feels that no matter how hard she tries, she never attains the satisfaction she would from a real partnership. In the end, her obsession is her only connection to the other person, and she will cope with it masochistically by embracing her suffering and deriving satisfaction from it. Muses can also be an artist's best friend, as their beauty and joy can inspire artists. Unrequited love can be inspiring, as it can affect our brains in a similar way to being in love. A recent study showed that social rejection can be inspiring for creative people, and Isadora Duncan used her suffering from unhappy relationships to create her art. Therapeutic techniques can help adults overcome self-destructive infatuation, while crushes help teens practice love. If you find yourself enthralled by a lover's spell and decide to have your life back, it is important to separate your values from your love object. CBT is a great technique for doing so, as it helps patients overcome infatuation by transforming their habits of thought and behavior while recognizing their true needs. The key message in this book is that the roots of a love obsession run much deeper than the loved one. CBT guides patients to the understanding that their negative thought patterns and unfulfilled needs are the primary issue that caused their love obsession in the first place. It is important to remember that a crush is more helpful and healthy than a true romantic relationship, as few middle schoolers have developed the self-awareness, discipline, and courage necessary for a romantic relationship. Crushes are a kind of emotional cocoon within which teens can experience intense emotions without the risk of getting hurt, and can help them connect more deeply with themselves and their creativity. Actionable advice: don't call, write a letter instead.
We hope you found this summary helpful in your listening journey. If you're interested in diving deeper into the topic or getting your hands on the whole book, be sure to check the description below where we've included links to the book and other related products that may be useful to you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on our latest book summaries, and feel free to leave a comment with any suggestions or requests for books you'd like us to cover. Thanks again for tuning in, and happy listening.